If you're feeling stressed about money, or like you're doing everything you can but still not getting ahead, you're not alone. A major UK workforce survey found that 49% of UK workers are living month to month, meaning nearly half the country is one unexpected bill away from stress and panic. From my experience, I would say that percentage could potentially be a lot higher, but here's the part most people haven't been told. You're not stuck because you're bad with money. You're stuck because the system is designed to keep you there. So today, I'm going to show you how to beat the system with 5 simple steps to get some much needed financial freedom. Step 1, pay yourself first. This is the financial rule that separates people who struggle from people who succeed. Like everything else I talk about on this channel, the concept is simple. If you don't pay yourself first, you will never build wealth. Most people pay rent, bills, food, subscriptions, nights out, takeaways, etc., and then hope something is left at the end of the month. But nothing is ever left because your spending will always rise to match whatever you earn. This is called lifestyle creep, and this was me before 2018, before I started to learn all about money. If you're serious about sorting out your finances, you've flipped the order. The new order: 1, pay yourself first, automatically. 2, then live on what's left. That one shift is life-changing. In the UK, paying yourself first means one thing: invest before anything else. That could be in your stocks and shares ISA or your pension. Now, your pension could be a workplace pension or a SIP, depending on whether you are PAYE or not. Let's imagine you have a workplace pension. It comes with free money from your employer, tax relief from the government, automatic investing. If you contribute 5%, your employer adds 3 to 5% on top, and the government adds tax relief. You're instantly building wealth with free boosts. If you have a limited company, you could invest into your SIP. There are plenty of tax benefits. The only thing is, you can't access your SIP until your mid to late 50s. This is the main reason I prefer to invest inside my stocks and shares ISA, because I like the flexibility, the fact I can access it any time, and it means I have more liquidity available if I ever need it. This type of behavior is simple, automatic, boring, but it protects you for life. It protects you and your family. I'm a big believer in financial education and long-term investing. If you're on the same page, subscribe to the channel so we can build wealth together. Step 2, build your emergency fund. You cannot build wealth if you are constantly putting out financial fires. An emergency fund is not about saving money, it's about protecting your sanity. I didn't have an emergency fund during my negative decade between 2008 and 2018, and it caused me a lot of stress. If you want to know why I had a negative decade, ask below in the comments, and I'll tell you. Here's what an emergency fund actually does. It stops panic when something goes wrong. It keeps you out of overdraft fees. It stops you living off credit cards. It protects you when life hits you sideways. It gives you breathing space. It gives you confidence. It gives you choice. Imagine the peace of mind of knowing that if your boiler breaks, or maybe your car fails its MOT, or your hours get cut at work, you're not immediately in trouble. Here's a few goals you could aim for. Goal 1, £1,000 safety net, enough to handle most sudden problems. Goal 2, 3 months of expenses. This gives you even more peace of mind. Here's a simple challenge. Save £10 a day for 100 days. That's it. No overthinking, no big jumps. Just £10 into a separate account every single day, or £70 a week. After 100 days, you've got your first £1,000 buffer. And from my experience, your stress levels drop big time. But where to put it? You could go with a high interest savings account. Just try to remember, emergency funds aren't for holidays. They're not for new clothes, not for Christmas, not for fun. They exist for one purpose: to prevent a crisis from becoming a bigger crisis. I've read about 300 investing books over the last 6 years, and a lot of the experts talk about having a cash buffer of 3 to 6 months. It's not an exact science, in my opinion, and I've found 3 months is enough for me personally to stop that financial stress many of us face month to month. Step 3, automate your money. Humans don't have a spending problem. They have a system problem. Most people do money manually, remembering bills, transferring money, guessing their budget, relying on willpower, reacting to expenses. This is chaos. It builds anxiety, it causes mistakes, and it destroys savings. But the big companies who take your money, they automate everything. Every subscription, every bill, every renewal, all automatic. It's time for you to use the same system. What to automate? 1. Bills. Set up a direct debit on payday. Your rent, utilities, council tax, all paid before you touch your money. 2. Savings. Set up a standing order. A fixed amount goes straight into your emergency account on payday. When you have your buffer, then you can invest. 3. Investments. Automatic pension or ISA contributions. This is non-negotiable. This is so important, and it's what I spend a lot of time talking about here on this channel on YouTube. 4. Spending money. Separate account. Transfer a weekly spending allowance to a separate card or account. This prevents overspending without making you feel restricted. Why this works? Because when you automate the important things, you stop relying on discipline. And discipline always fails with money. Systems don't. People who automate become wealthy accidentally. People who don't automate stay stressed. Before we carry on, nothing I say should be taken as financial advice, and the full disclaimer can be found below in the description. Step 4. Destroy debt with the smallest first method. Debt feels impossible until you use a method that actually works psychologically, not mathematically. Pay off the smallest debt first, not the highest interest. Why? Because money is emotional. When you see progress, you stay motivated. The psychology, you pay off one small card, you feel hopeful, you see progress, you realize I can do it. You keep going. Debt disappears one by one. This builds momentum fast. Your debt plan, step 1, list every debt, cards, clan, overdrafts, loans, store cards. Step 2, pay the smallest balance first, not the highest interest, the smallest. Step 3, only pay minimum on all the others. Step 4, when one debt is gone, roll that payment onto the next debt. This creates a snowball effect. Step 5, automate your minimum payments. No more late fees, no more penalties, no more chaos. Step 6, move all due dates to match payday. Banks actually let you do this. By month 3, you'll feel clearer. By month 6, you'll feel a bit lighter. By month 12, you'll have real progress. This step alone has probably changed more lives in the UK than any investment strategy. Step 5, invest consistently. This is where real wealth comes from, and it's surprisingly simple. There are two main wealth engines in the UK. 1, invest in the stock market with your stocks and shares ISA or pension. I invest monthly into a global index fund or a UK target retirement fund, or maybe a FTSE All World fund. This builds wealth automatically over decades. The key isn't timing, it's timing the market. Even £50 to £100 a month grows massively over 20 to 30 years. See below for a recent video where I tell you about what £100 invested each month for my 2 daughters will mean when they reach the age of 40. 2, property investing. Your first home isn't your dream home, it's your first step into the wealth system. Renting isn't bad, but renting forever means your payments build someone else's wealth. You don't need to pick individual stocks or high-stress cryptos. You don't need to gamble. You don't need to become a trader. You only need consistency, patience, automation, simple diversified funds. The wealthy don't take big risks. They follow simple rules for a very long time. And so can you. Summary. Financial freedom isn't about perfection. It's not about being really good with money. It's not about earning more. It's about building a system that's simple, automatic and repeatable. Follow these 5 steps consistently. Pay yourself first, build your emergency fund, automate your entire money, pay off debt with the smallest first method, invest monthly into simple long-term assets. Do this for 1 year and your life will look completely different. Do it for 5 years and you'll be unrecognizable. Do it for 10 and you won't believe how far you've come. But what if you need more info? You want to know where to invest and what fund to buy. All you've got to do is watch my most recent playlist and the link can be found below, again in the description.